வணக்கம். அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். அ இன்று நாம் Kemaskini STPM Satara, UPU-வின் Kemaskini STPM Satara, we are in the third day. Okay, kami berada lah, kamu semua berada dalam hari ketiga, மூன்றாவது நாள்ல இருக்கோம். And tomorrow 5 o'clock will be tomorrow will be the last day, and 5 o'clock is the cutting time. We are supposed to finish handling the Kemaskini UPU. Okay, this Kemaskini UPU, I'm guiding from the day one. Okay, Kemaskini started on the 9th, and today is the third day. And first day, I started guiding for some kind of emergency meeting was held in the morning. One was for STPM, the other one was for matriculation because of all of sudden unexpected announcements in the UPU that even the interview programs can be replaced with non-interview programs. So it made there was some confusion situation. So students, hundreds of students started calling me. So I decided to hold for an emergency Google Meet just for 15 minutes each. So it lasted for half an hour in the morning of 9th. Then on the 9th night, there was a briefing session for STPM students. And then on the 10th, yesterday, okay, 9th, 10th, yeah, 10th, yeah, okay. Yesterday, I had 3 briefing session, all mixed group. Okay, today is the final briefing, and with the latest updates from UPU. Today, I will clear all your confusions. And I've been guiding from the day one. Today is the third day. What I guided you from the day one, one new UPU chart today has confirmed that my guidance last 2 days is correct. Okay, we will look into it. Okay, this is my name card as usual. Okay, by end of this session, when you have seen this video, don't forget to subscribe my Iremalar Center, our channel. Okay, our YouTube channel, Iremalar Center. Don't forget to subscribe so that you will be keep getting our future updates on scholarships, on academy, and so on. Okay, this is the announcement by UPU. Our Kemaskini this time involves also parallel new application. The parallel new application is for STPM, matriculation, and diploma students. All right. New applications can be done by everybody. Okay, those who have missed submitting application earlier because of this pandemic situation, UPU has considered to give you another chance, just like the SPM cases. SPM students were also given another chance during Kemaskini time. So that means all the groups, STPM, matriculation, and diploma students are given a chance to submit new application. Okay, now Kemaskini, who will do the Kemaskini? Those who have done the application earlier during the Fasa Permohonan. Okay, those who have done the Fasa Permohonan earlier, now they are not allowed to do a new application. New application. They can do Kemaskini. Who cannot do? Which group cannot do Kemaskini? The diploma groups. Diploma groups can submit new application, but they cannot do Kemaskini. For them, the Kemaskini means what? Uploading the missing documents. That's all. So we have understood what is the meaning of Kemaskini now, correct? All right. So we will move on. Okay. This is a portion found in your application, in your UPU system. So I have taken out, enlarged it, and attached with the UPU, and I have been guiding using this. All right. Number 4, the announcement at number 4 is the most important issue for us now to consider. What does number 4 says? Bagi program temuduga dan atau ujian, that means with the hash standard lah. Okay, calon yang tidak dipanggil temuduga stroke ujian atau tidak melepasi syarat khas dibenarkan untuk mengemaskini pilihan program pengajian. So this statement confused many students. So I've been guiding last 2 days based on this. So, okay, what I did, I split their sentences clearly into two. So dua syarat di mana permohonan program temuduga sebelum ini. That means permohonan program temuduga sebelum ini. That means you applied during your fasa permohonan dibenarkan untuk dikekal atau diganti. You can choose to maintain what you applied, or you can choose to replace the intake program with another non-intake program, but in two conditions. Let me repeat. This time is the first year, because of the COVID pandemic and the situation where you all have undergone tremendous confusions. You all didn't have a proper result when you all completed your fasa permohonan. So that is why UP is giving you this opportunity. What is that opportunity means? You have applied interview program earlier during fasa permohonan, but condition number 1, you are not invited. Condition number 2, you don't meet the syarat khas program. That means you don't meet the requirement of the program. So if you have got one or two of this situation, you are allowed to replace an interview program with another non-interview program. So this is the meaning of number 4 here. All right, we move on. Okay, the interview program means you all know you must have the hash tanda there. All right, tanda hash there. Okay, and I have earlier, last 2 days I've been briefing. These are all involving interview programs. All right, you all are very familiar with it, and there are also some other programs involving interview. Not in a bigger category, but all this also involves in interview. There are also some engineering programs involves interview. Okay, this is the latest chart by UPU this morning. Okay, this is the latest chart by UPU today, and this chart has confirmed that my briefing last 2 days to you all is correct. Okay, is nothing misleading. Okay, what I said, the last 2 days on the 9th and the 10th is correct based on the latest chart by UPU. Let us read what they are trying to tell. Kemaskini atau kekal program pengajian temuduga atau ujian dalam fasa pengemaskinian lepas ni STPM setara. They are putting a question mark to get to brief you all. Calon yang tidak dipanggil, number 1. Okay, number 1, calon yang tidak dipanggil temuduga dan atau. Okay, here their earlier chart. Let us go. Their earlier chart, temuduga dan atau ujian, calon yang tidak dipanggil temuduga. Okay, here they put use atau only. Here they use the word what? Atau only. So I also use the word atau only. Now, okay, today they are more specific. Okay, here not only atau, so the word dan also comes in there. We must be very careful when we read things. All right, let us go and see. Here they put now what? Untuk kemaskini. Okay. Here they put untuk kemaskini. Alright. Okay, calon yang tidak dipanggil temuduga dan atau ujian diberi pilihan untuk kemaskini. Okay, atau kekal dengan pilihan semasa fasa permohonan. Alright. Okay. Here the word there dan atau. That means either one or both situation. What is the meaning of either one or both situation? Means you are not invited for interview. You don't meet the requirement of that particular program, or both. That is the meaning. Dan atau. Okay, so let's see situations here. Situation number 1. Situasi number 1. Assume your pilihan satu. Of course, pilihan 1, 2, 3. This chart assumes you selected interview program. The pilihan 1, 2, 3. This chart assumes you have selected interview program. Of course, you can go up to number 4 for interview program, but this chart assumes a student that that particular student selected only first three interview programs. All right, good. And in this particular student, tidak layak. Syarat berdasarkan keputusan sebenar. That means the final result can be STPM or can be matriculation. By the final result, he doesn't meet the requirement of that program. The proper word to use is what? Syarat khas program lah. He doesn't meet the syarat khas program. So because of that, dipanggil temuduga dia tak layak, okay? Dia tak layak lah, so dia tidak dipanggil. Kadang-kadang UPU panggil juga yang tidak layak sebab pada masa itu UPU tidak tahu bahawa pelajar berkenaan dia layak ke atau tidak layak dari segi akademik. So ada pelajar yang memang tak layak juga dijemput dulu. Okey, dalam keadaan ini pelajar itu memang tak layak dari segi keputusan akhir peperiksaan STPM atau matrikulasi dan dia tidak juga dijemput, so anda dibenarkan kemas kini. Because here one or both. One is what? Tidak layak. Another one is what? Tidak dipanggil temuduga. So in both the situation, you can do kemas kini. What is the meaning of kemas kini? You can replace the interview program with another non-interview program. That is the meaning of kemas kini. Now we go to number 2, contoh. Dia pelajar ini memang layak. Pelajar itu layak dari segi akademik. Tetapi walaupun dia layak, dia tidak dijemput untuk temuduga. So dia ada syarat lah untuk hari ini dia buat kemas kini. Sebab UPU tadi katakan, dia kalau ada salah satu keperluan ini, dia akan dibenarkan untuk kemas kini. Apakah syarat yang di mana dia layak untuk kemas kini? Sebab walaupun dia layak dari segi akademik, dia tidak dijemput untuk temuduga. So itu sebab dia boleh kemas kini. Dalam keadaan ketiga, dia layak dan dia sudah pun dijemput untuk temuduga. Layak dan sudah pun dijemput untuk temuduga, anda mesti kekal, anda tak boleh. Anda tidak ada pilihan untuk kekal atau sila pilih. Tak boleh. Sebab anda tak boleh buat apa-apa. So anda sudah pun dijemput. Anda layak dan dijemput. Okey, sekarang keadaan macam ni. Selalunya pelajar-pelajar soal saya. Okey, katakan saya layak dan dijemput, tapi temuduga fasa pertama, katakan misalnya METSI, exam, tak lulus. Dia tak dapat pergi ke stage kedua. Ada juga yang pelajar diminta buat, katakan video dan sebagainya, tapi dia tak layak, lepas tu dia tak pergi ke the second stage. Okay. So macam pun UP tak kisah. You dapat melaksanakan temuduga ataupun tidak, tak kisah. Selama-lamanya anda sudah pun dijemput dan layak dari segi akademik, anda tak boleh buat apa-apa perubahan. Okey, pilihan keempat di sini, dia tidak ada hash tanda. Maksudnya pelajar berkenaan ini, pelajar contoh ini, dia tidak pilih program bertanda hash. Maksudnya pilihan keempat bagi dia adalah program tidak bertemuduga. Dia tak layak. Dia tak layak ke kalau program-program tanpa hash tanda hash, maksudnya tanpa temuduga, anda akan dibenarkan kemas kini. Sebab non-interview programs, you are allowed to do kemas kini lah. As simple as that. The non-interview program can be number 4, from number 3, can be from number 2, or all the program. If all your programs, no hash tanda, that means no interview, that means you can kemas kini all the 12. In this chart, number 4 to 12, no interview. That is why you can do kemas kini all, whether you layak ke tak layak tak kisah. Faham tak, adik? Kalau you layak ke tak layak pun tak kisah. Okay, tak kisah, anda masih boleh kemas kini. So remember, this issue of interview program only now comes in. Non-interview program, you don't care. Today you layak ke, tak layak ke, anda boleh bawalah masuk program yang tidak bertemu juga yang layak. Hari sekarang anda boleh gantikan. Okay, let's read here. Situasi bagi calon yang tidak dipanggil temu duga dan atau ujian untuk program pengajian pilihan 1 dan 2. Okay, then correct. Pilih untuk kemas kini. Calon boleh memilih mana-mana program pengajian lain layak yang lain bukan program temu duga. Yeah, there you can replace the non-interview with the non-interview program. Permohonan calon akan diproses berdasarkan keutamaan pilihan yang terkini. Correct lah. Keutamaan pilihan yang terkini means what? You change up and down. That means they are telling you, UP is telling you, it will come from the keutamaan. That means it will come from number 1 lah. Number 1 is the paling utama. Number 2, second utama and so on. That's the meaning. Pilih untuk kekal. Calon yang boleh kekal dengan pilihan yang sedia ada. Calon boleh kekal dengan pilihan yang sedia ada. Permohonan calon akan diproses berdasarkan keutamaan pilihan sedia ada. Program pengajian yang tidak dipanggil temu duga dan atau ujian tidak akan dipertimbangkan kerana tidak memenuhi syarat khas program pengajian tersebut. What is the meaning of this? Program pengajian yang tidak dipanggil temu duga, okay, tidak akan dipertimbangkan kerana, okay, correct. Okay, let's say earlier you applied for an interview program. You were not invited for interview and you are deciding to kekal. You are deciding to maintain. Okay. You decide to kekal. You decide to kekal. Will UPU call you again for interview? No, will not. Because you are not qualified in the first place. Okay. So you will not call you. Okay. Anyhow, in whatever situation, I have told you many times, no more interview. Okay. This is what I used yesterday. Before we have the government's one, I created my own. I told you already what. For example, situation, tidak dipanggil temu duga, got syarat. Salah satu, ada you are qualified for kekal atau sila pilih. So, tidak dipanggil temu duga, you can decide kekal atau sila pilih. That means you can change. Number 2, also the same. Tidak dipanggil and tiada syarat. So, anda boleh kekal yang dipilih dahulu ataupun tukar sila pilih. Okay. But I was guiding you all with this chart carefully yesterday. I told you, assume number 3. Okay, katakanlah anda dipanggil temu duga untuk program nombor 3. Anda dipanggil, anda ada syarat dan anda dijemput untuk temu duga di nombor 3. Anda sudah pun pergi untuk temu duga. Anda rasa bahawa ada kemungkinan tinggi ataupun kebolehan ke apakah, mungkin anda ada situasi di mana anda mungkin akan ditawarkan nombor 3. Oleh sebab anda sekarang memilih untuk tukar pilihan program bertemu duga yang tidak dipanggil temu duga dengan pilihan yang tidak bertemu duga. Oleh sebab di nombor 1 ini bagi UPU pilihan nombor 1 adalah paling utama bagi anda berbanding dengan nombor 3. Okay. Oleh sebab pilihan 1 adalah paling utama untuk anda, dan apabila UPU membuat proses pilihan, UPU mendapati bahawa anda ada kelayakan secukupnya dan unjuran pun ada. Apa maksud unjuran? Kekosongan ada. Dan oleh sebab kekosongan pun ada, itu adalah pilihan paling utama anda dan syarat akademi pun ada kemungkinan bahawa anda akan ditawarkan, anda akan dapat ditawarkan. Oleh sebab anda sudah pun ditawarkan nombor pertama ini, slot pertama ini, sistem tidak akan cek lagi nombor 2 dan nombor 3. Oleh sebab sistem tidak akan cek lagi nombor 2 dan nombor 3, program bertemu juga yang Anda pernah menghadiri, Anda memang tak akan dapat. Boleh jadi perakaunan Universiti Malaya, boleh jadi medicine di Unimas ke, UMS ke, Anda mungkin ada menghadiri oleh sebab program satu yang tidak ada temu duga sudah pun ditawarkan, sistem tidak akan bergerak ke pilihan ketiga. So di sini ada satu keburukan untuk Anda. Bukan sebenarnya keburukan, there is some issue for you to actually think it off. So if you feel that you don't want the number 3 to be disturbed at all, leave it. Leave kekal. You just leave it lah. You pilih kekal lah, because you just maintain it. Okay. And I told you just now, even the UPU has stated to you clearly what program pengajian yang tidak dipanggil. Okay, there. Calon boleh kekal dengan pilihan yang sedia ada. Permohonan calon akan diproses berdasarkan keutamaan pilihan sedia ada. Okay, here also permohonan calon yang akan diproses berdasarkan keutamaan pilihan yang terkini. Okay, the keutamaan, that means your number 1 will be always the supreme most important. Okay, so number 1, it tries to give you syarat ada, kekosongan tidak ada. That means keputusan tak jadilah. Number 2, let's say syarat ada, kekosongan ada. Let's say you temu duga tak buat bagus. Let's say temu duga you gagal, mun tak dapat. So one by one system will go on checking like that. In this case, for example, pilihan ke-12, syarat ada, kekosongan ada, temu duga apa pun memang mana ada nombor 12 temu duga, tak ada kan? Dia program nombor 12 tak ada temu duga lah. So dia ditawarkan. Mengapa pelajar ni dapat ditawarkan pilihan ke-12? Sebab dia memenuhi syarat dan ada kekosongan. So this is how it works. Okay. In the first day, on the 9th, when you all open the UPU, some students sent me this on the same day. For all pilihan 1, 2, 3, 4, dia ada butang kekal ini pada hari pertama. Kemudian pada hari kedua, UPU realized some errors, I think, in the system. They upgraded. Then the second day, all the cases without the requirement of the 2 situation, they change it. Okay. The first day, all the pilihan, okay, whether with the interview or non-interview, invited or non-invited, it appears like this with the button. The second day, they corrected it. Okay. Now I told you, you can only select non-interview program, correct? You can only select non-interview program. In the drop box, when you click the programs, you can see all the programs coming out are all without the hash tanda. That means you can select now programs without the tanda hash. That means what? Without any interview the programs without interview. Okay, this one was by a student. She claims that her STPM CGPA is 2.42, but she claims she is given only 14 choices when she checked in the Semakan Kelayakan. So don't worry, surely you got more than that. Maybe she didn't click the next page, maybe, or she would have clicked and she finds that only 14 here, but not to worry. You just try with the right hand side click in your Kamaskini, you'll find that so many programs comes out. You do your selection, maybe you write in a piece of paper, and then my advice is always go back to E-Panduan, reconfirm that your selection, pilihan Anda memang mencukupi syarat. Pastikan dulu. Sekarang STPM dan keputusan akhir matrikulasi sudah pun dimuat naik dalam sistem UPU. Oleh sebab keputusan Anda sudah pun dimuat naik dalam sistem, the assumption adalah bahawa program yang tidak layak memang tidak tersenarai untuk Anda. tetapi sistem masih boleh buat kesilapan. Oleh sebab itu, cadangan saya adalah pilihlah secara berasingan. Kalau nak isi pun boleh, kemudian kemas kini pun boleh. Kalau lebih baik, janganlah isi dulu. Pilih, okay, kemudian letak, pastikan dengan e-panduan. Okay, pastikan dengan e-panduan, then come back and isi. Or isi first, also never mind. You go back to e and do the kemas kini. Okay, again. Okay, STPM levers, many students at the beginning, semasa fasa permohonan, many were blocked. At the beginning, blocked, total blocked. After a few days, they were allowed to apply. That means those who have having semester 1 very poor result, semester 2 very poor result, they were initially totally blocked. After some time, they were given a chance to choose 4 places. Today, those who have got good results, now they are allowed to apply up to 12. But today, those who applied earlier during the Fasa Permohonan, those who don't meet the Syarat Am University Awam are blocked. Surely they will block. Like, having CGPA below 2 or Pengajaran C minus, or don't have 3 Cs including Pengajaran, then you don't meet one of the 3 or more than one of the 3, surely you are not qualified for University Awam. So you will be blocked now. Students like this, earlier during the Fasa Permohonan, in my list there were some around 47 students. On the 9th, I was keep on receiving information from more students. So my proposal to you all, if you come across this kind of situation, if you are in this situation whereby you are blocked from applying Kemas Kini, you please contact me. Okay, I will guide you with your result what you can do. Okay. Okay, this is one example of an STPM student. Pengajaran fine, CGPA, actually her CGPA was 2, 2 and above, but don't have 3 principal pass. B plus got, okay, fine. B minus got, okay, fine, but the other 2 are C minus. That means she doesn't have 3 C and above, including pengajaran. So, pelajar ni memang akan disekat daripada buat pengemas kinian. Samalah pelajar ini pun sama, okay? Okay. Now this is what, okay. Sometimes you will receive this message, tapisan berdasarkan bidang NEC. Tapisan berdasarkan bidang NEC means, that means you select a program, doesn't come out because you don't meet the requirement. So that is why this kind of message may pop up. Okay, now we go to some questions. Before I finish my session, let us go to some questions raised by my students. Some of these questions were raised during my yesterday and the day before yesterday sessions. Some of these questions were sent to my handphone, okay, WhatsApp messages. One student is asking, "Hi sir, just to let you know, I checked my UPU now and I only have Kekal option for number 1 and 3, not called for interview." So number 1 and number 3 got Kekal option because not called for interview. Number 2 and 4 is locked. Does it mean that UPU has updated my system? Yes, correct. Because the first day, the same student sent me all the 4 got Kekal button. The second day, the student is informing me, so now yesterday my options were different. Today the options were different. That means what? UPU has improved their system. And what was yesterday was wrong. What was today is correct. That means today means yesterday. All right. So for her, Kekal option comes out only for 1 and 3. Why? Because 1 and 3 never called for interview. 2 and 4 called for interview. So that's why it's automatic locked. Why it is locked? You are not allowed to do any changes there. All right. Another student. So can I move up the option of non-interview courses up from 5th to 4th? Okay, the English is wrong, but the meaning is, can I move up the option of non-interview courses from 4th to 5th? From 5th to 4th. The question is, again, let me rephrase it. The question is, can I move a non-interview program from 5th slot to the 4th slot? This is the question. Our UPU system now is not actually moving about up and down. No, it's not moving about up and down. The UPU system now allows you to replace. Replace means it's not moving up and down. Okay, can you replace the 4th place by a program which you used in the 5th place? Can. You were keeping the program at the 5th place. So now you can place it in the 4th place. It doesn't mean you are moving. Independent. Each slot is independent. You are placing a program which was earlier in the 5th place on the 4th place. Why you can do? Because the 4th place maybe is an interview slot for you, wasn't called for interview. Or the 4th place was not an interview slot. If it is not an interview slot, now you can do the Kamaskini. Or the 4th place was interview program but not called for interview. Also, you can do the changes. So here the meaning is not you're moving up and down. You're putting. Not okay. So you're putting something at the 4th place. You're putting something at the 5th place. That means placing lah. Okay, you're placing it, not moving it. You cannot call it as moving it. You're placing it. Okay, this one, this boy is asking, sir, in the Sharat house, they ask for grade B in mathematics. But which semester result I need to see, sir? Because semester 1, maths, I got B. Semester 2, I get B minus. So which one I should use? I should see, sir. Okay, remember all the STPM and matriculation students. Okay, like STPM, semester 1 result, semester 2 result, semester 3 result, KOKO result, KK, Kerja Kursus result, and Ulangan result. You all are undergoing so many results. All these results are no more relevant now. What is relevant? Your final CGPA, your final subject grade. That's all. You got your final subject grade by you undergoing the Kerja Kursus requirement, by you undergoing 3 semester examinations, by you undergoing Ulangan examinations. After all this long process of attempts, finally, let's say your pengajian perniagaan B. Okay, assume your pengajian arm is A. So only the final subject grade is taken into consideration in the final CGP. Okay, another question. Vanakkam sir, I applied for 3 interview courses for UKM, USM, UKM respectively. For the first choice, UKM is dietetics. Okay. Second USM is science pemakanan. Third UKM, science pemakanan also. Only call for the third choice. Attended interview, video and call. Only call for the third choice. As sir mentioned, I got kekosongan. Other Sharat might get their choice. So I got asked questions related to dietetic and science pemakanan during the video call interview. So should I kekalkan the first choice? Okay, the question is like this. This girl applied for 3 interview courses. The first, UKM, second, USN, third, UKM. Only called by the third choice. Third choice called. First and second not called. Fourth choice she didn't use for interview. Let me repeat. She applied for first 3. She used the first 3 slots for interview. And she was called only for the third one. Her question is, the first and the second, kekal or replace? How to guide her? Kekal or replace? Of course, I will tell her up to you. But if you kekal, first one kekal, second one kekal, system will see, even though you kekal, you tak ada syarat. So it will go to the number 3 at least. But if you replace number 1 and number 2 with another program, and when the system checks that you are eligible for number 2, and they have got the unjuran kekosongan, they will offer you number 2. System will not even move to number 3. So you must be careful, okay, with this. And then another one, a girl also sent me this morning. I've changed the second and the fourth interview courses since I didn't get interview call. She changed the second and the fourth. That means what, First, she was invited for interview. Second, not invited. Fourth, not invited. Third, no interview program. So she is telling me that she has changed number 2 and number 4. Fine. Her decision is correct. Why? By she changing and 2 interview program, there is not going to give any implication on the next interview program, because there's no more interview program the next. So what she has made, her decision is correct. Okay. So Vanakkam sir, last time I applied UPNM for my first and second choice. Both was interview courses. When I checked for the UPNM, you applied for interview courses, maybe certain engineering or medicine. Okay, you applied interview program, but all of a sudden UPNM announced that this time around we are not going to conduct interview. So no interview. Okay. So the question is whether I need to replace or not. When I check, okay. So now when doing Kamaskini, can I just put Kakal Tamuduga sir? That is the question. The answer is you must Kakal, because you were not invited for interview. It is UPNM decision, not yours. But that program is still an interview program. So it's still an interview program. And you won't know whether you will be offered or not. There's a high chance for you to get, maybe, even no interview. So if you replace, you're wasting it. So should maintain. Okay, remember, UPNM program, if got interview, if it is an interview program, please don't replace. No interview done, but there is a possibility of you getting. So when you enter, matriculation students and STPM students, when you all enter UPNM, another question will come up, whether you'll become a Plaza cadet or Plaza Awam. Surely you all are not applying for Plaza cadet. You are applying for Plaza Awam only. So when you go there, no agreement with Kementerian Pertahanan. Okay, no. Okay, so no agreement lah. That means no contract lah. Okay, this one when you join as a Plaza Awam. This year, Plaza Awam lepasan STPM matrikulasi, pelajar lelaki. Pelajar lelaki, bukan pelajar perempuan. Pelajar lelaki yang ada buat permohonan ke sarjana muda UPNM. Pelajar lelaki dibenarkan untuk membuat permohonan untuk pelajar cadet. Last time, no. Last time only SPM students got cadet. This time they allow for STPM and matriculation. They don't allow for diploma yet. Diploma students, they don't allow it. STPM and matriculation students, they allow. Allow means what? Allow to join the cadet, but boys only. Okay. Another question. Vanakkam sir, I have chosen first for courses interview, which is medicine sir. I got interview for second and fourth. Okay, second and fourth choice. Second choice is medicine UKM. Fourth choice is medicine USM. My final CGPA 4.0. Now I don't know what to do with number 1 and 3. Because number 1 and 3, no interview. Okay, sorry. Number 1 and 2, no interview call. Number 1 and 3, no interview call. Okay, what to do with that? Number 1, no interview call. If you replace that place with a non-interview program, and if it is offered, it will disturb your choice of the later one, because you got interview for second and fourth. Second, you attended interview. It is medicine. There's a possibility for you to get. Fourth, you applied. You are invited for interview. It is medicine. Second and fourth interview slots for medicine. If you replace number one with another non-interview program, if the UPU decides to offer number one, the system will not check your number two and four. It's a waste. So students like you all must be careful. Okay, students like you all be careful. Same thing applies for also STPM students. Question number 8, Vanakkam sir, I have a doubt. My first four choices all medicine interview course. So the first three medicine course, I got interview call. The first three medicine interview. But the last one, UPNM, no interview. Oh, like this case, you shouldn't, for you, no all kaka. Why? The first three interview, so you're waiting for the result. I mean, not the interview result, like UP result. Fourth one, UPNM, medicine, supposed to be interview, didn't call. All medicine, like all four invited, even though the fourth one is not invited. So for your case, even though the fourth one is not invited for interview, it is an interview program. So the understanding is that like something like you have attended. Okay, so for you, the first four must kakal. Don't do anything. Don't disturb. And these are the telephone numbers by the UPU. If any inquiry, you may call them. When you call them, whether they will attend to it or not, different case lah. But you can always communicate with them by sending an email. Okay, Nandri. So don't forget to subscribe my Iramala Center, our YouTube channel. All right. So I hope I have briefed you all well today, especially the new chart, the UPU chart today. This one is very clear. Okay, very clear. With this, I will end the session now. My staff is recording my session. She will process as soon as possible, and we will upload as soon as possible. Thank you. Bye bye. See you all.